All right. This is how I made $5,200 day trading NASDAQ today. You can see we took a loss initially, and then we bounced back and got a nice win to end the day. So logged in, AMP Live, P&L, $5,262. Now, let's go ahead and let's dive into how I traded today. Today was tricky. If you traded NASDAQ today, I apologize. I'll pray for you. That was ass. Not going to lie. But ES was leading. Okay. And let's take a look at what I saw this morning. Okay. Because when I sat down at the charts here at 8 o'clock, all right, I was looking for what? If we go back to replay mode, right here at 8, we have what? Well, cut on our sessions, London low, right? And today I'm looking for what? I'm looking for longs. Okay, looking for longs. Why? Because we have a candle 2 closure here. All right, that gives us a bullish bias for candle 3, candle 4, and just because we're in a candle 5 doesn't mean I can't look for longs. It just means you got to be careful, right? Careful that you might get a new phase of price here on the 5th day. But we have highs above, previous day high. We also have what? This inversion on the daily that we're tapping into, okay? So we're hitting that. And I wanted that to act as support for today. As you can see, price opens up at 6 p.m. right here. And if it'll load my candlesticks, there we go. Price opens up, comes down, taps that, sweeps out Asia low, right? Asia low swept. And we're also digging into what? Imbalance right here. We're in OTE, right? So I wanted London to be the low of the day. I wanted a London reversal daily profile. If you go turn on the 7-hour candles real quick, you can see that. I wanted a London reversal profile and a New York continuation higher into previous day high, up and up to previous week's high. Okay. Now, if you zoom out and you go down to the 15-minute, what do we get? Right at, what time is it? Right at 9:30. You can play it through. 9 o'clock comes in. I was looking for a 15-minute long. Didn't get that. Low swept, right? Candle 2 closure on the 4-hour. I want to see this candle expand higher into 10 a.m. We just wicked the opening price, and then what happens? We dump down into London lows. Okay, London low taken out. It's unfortunate. I wanted that to hold, but now I'm thinking to myself, okay, what have we done now? We've taken out London low. We're in a deep discount for the day. If you zoom out, we're still kind of holding 50%, right? I want to see how this hourly closes at 10. So I waited till 10, go back to the 15-minute. And if you go peek at NQ here, NQ had sold off tremendously compared to ES. So that was the weaker pair for the day. ES still holding strong, right? And I want to see how 10 o'clock opens up. So boom, back inside the range after sweeping the low. This is looking like a 4-hour change to delivery here. Early confirmation before 10. And then we wait till 10 o'clock, right? So this new candle. Boom. We open up. And I'm sitting here watching this whole whipsaw movement back and forth. Expansion met with expansion off London low here. Off a higher time frame POI. This 4-hour imbalance. This daily inversion. Right here. So it's now supporting price higher. It's looking like, okay, we're holding 50% still. We didn't close below it. Now it's looking like it's time to long. All right, so previous day high is my first target. This high up here, the previous day high. And I'm looking now to get long on a 5-minute chart because why? Well, we just closed candle 2 here. This is candle 3 expansion. Small wick, looking to expand to previous day high. So I'm looking for an entry to the upside on ES because it is the strongest pair, right? NQ has not even taken out these swings yet. ES is well past that, right? So I want to be in the strongest pair, the strongest asset, to give my trades the highest probability to play out. Now, what do we get? Well, we start kind of stuttering here, right? Teeter-tatting here at these highs. We've taken out these highs over here. These equal highs. Those have been taken out. And then we start to get what? A new phase of price. We pull back into this imbalance, right? Into this 15-minute imbalance as well. Let's run a 15-minute chart here. 15-minute imbalance. We pull into that. I'm seeing how we react at that. Okay. Boom, we close above. And I said, great. That's the 5-minute entry I'm looking for, right? So what I did was I got long on the 5-minute here. Stop at the low, looking for a 2R just at previous day high. And what happens? Okay. We have 25 minutes left in this hourly candle. I want it to keep expanding higher. We just took out this buy side. Okay. What happens next? We actually don't get the follow through, right? We end up sweeping this tiny little high here, back inside the range, and I get stopped. I get wicked out. Unfortunate, right? But it happens. That's still the model. That's still a valid setup. That's a good loss, all right? It's a good loss. Got swept out here. It takes out that previous 15-minute candle. Unfortunate, but it happens, right? And one thing you'll notice, I want you to notice something. When we take out some internal liquidity like this before external previous day high, when we sweep some liquidity after a run up and we put in a protected swing, a lot of the times the market will sweep a protected low before moving higher. So it'll form that breaker pattern, right? Your low, your high, your lower low, then it'll turn and burn, right? So it'll sweep that low just like it did here and then move higher. And so I wasn't afraid to try again because I know that sometimes this can happen, right? I'll get swept out. We close back inside the range here and I'm looking for another entry, all right? And so I was watching on the 15-minute. I'm like, dang, I just got wicked out. Well, let's go ahead to 11 o'clock because that's when they get a new 15-minute candle. We almost closed above here. We didn't, so I didn't take this long. So I'm down negative 1R right here. And then I waited till 11, right? We closed above here. And at the same time, we're about to close above here at 11 o'clock. I said, you know what? It's almost 11. We're about to get a new hourly candle. I'm just going to wait till 11 before I enter. I could have taken this, stop at the breaker low, stop at the body, right? I wouldn't have put my stop here. Too tight for me on a new hourly candle. So I just waited. And I noticed that, hey, this is about to close candle 2 after sweeping a low on a 15 minutes. So I can look for a 1-minute entry now to get some even better risk. And right here, right at 11 o'clock, all right, let me delete some of this stuff. It's getting a little messy. We swept out that low that stopped me out, came back in the range. We put in a protected swing here after closing above on the 1 minute. We're about to get a candle 2 closure on the very next open of this candle. And so what I did was on this very next candle, on the very open of it at 11 o'clock, I got in with a 6.5 handle stop, was looking for previous day high, but I took some off at 2R right here. I think my entry is actually like right here in this wick. And what happens next? We start to take off, right? Get my 2R. I have to look at back at my entry where I actually got out. We top ticked this move though. So my entry must have been a little lower, right? 2R, we top tick it. And then what do we hit? We're hitting this 3-minute imbalance, right? Zoom out. Don't get scared in a little retracement. It's normal. Markets don't go straight up. Hit a 3-minute imbalance. I told myself, okay, once we close above here, I want to trail stop to this low. And also I want to take this high out, see how we react to this high. We come up. But this time I'm break even, by the way. I'd taken my partial and break even. Right here, I put my stop at this low, and then I trailed it to the body, trying to be aggressive with it because we start, kind of hanging out around previous day high. I'm like, oh, I don't want to risk it coming back out. And then finally, boom, hits my target. We net another partial, right? So I took 10 off here. I had 16 contracts long right here, 10 off here at the high, and then 6 remaining there. And if you look, it actually kept running. Boom. So you could have gotten some more out of this trade for sure. But let me cut on my executions and get out of replay mode to show you. Right. Drawings on the chart. Got stopped out on this initial 5-minute long here. As you can see, entered here on the closure above, stopped out at the low. And then we retook an entry, right? Stuck to the bias, stuck to the plan, stuck to the draw right here. Got in for 16, the closure above. Stop at the low. Took some off, top ticked it at 2R right here. And then we took some off at previous day high. So great trade, great bounce back. I'm up about 5,200 on the day. Lost about 4,900-ish on this move down. Made about 10,200 on this move up. So all in all, up just a little over 1 hour on the day. A little over 5,200 on the day. And that was my trade for today. So I hope you guys had a good trading week. Tomorrow we'll be live for the last day of the week. July 4th is this Friday, so there's no trading that day. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out.